There's a new age of alerting coming. I'm Rick Wimberly of Ghislaine. We write and consult on alerting. It's our passion, so we've been wondering, how do we make sure that people are alerted no matter who they are, where they are, and what they're doing? How do we take alerting to the next level, to the next age? The nation has been trying to get alerting right for over 60 years, and we say this effort has covered 3 ages, with a new one emerging. The first age we call the broadcast siren age. It began in the 50s with a system called CONELRAD. It used tones to activate radio stations, TV stations, and sirens. Radio, TV, and sirens remain very important to alerting today. It wasn't until the early 2000s before the next age began. We call it the channel versus channel age. It began when public safety started sending alerts to landline telephones using digital maps to target specific geographic areas. Landline alerting begot cell phone alerting, which begot text alerting, which begot desktop alerts, which begot mobile app alerting. A debate ensued over which of these channels was the best, but something was developing that would pretty much end the debate. In 2001, a determined fellow named Art Botterill started socializing an idea called CAP, the Common Alerting Protocol. CAP is a standard that helps alerting systems work together. This set the stage for the system of systems age. Now, getting agreement on a standard is always tough, but a tipping point finally occurred that would make CAP really happen. In 2010, FEMA announced that it had adopted CAP to use for the nation's most aggressive alerting initiative ever, the Integrated Public Alert and Warning System. IPAWS built a gateway for alerts and called it IPAWS Open. Alert originators like the Weather Service, the Amber Alert people, and local and state emergency practitioners could feed alerts to IPAWS Open. Then, different alerting channels could pick up the alerts from IPAWS and relay the alerts to the public. One of those channels was mobile devices via wireless emergency alerts, launched in 2012. Almost every cell phone in the nation would become WIA capable. As use of WIA took off, success stories followed. So what's next? There are still significant gaps in alerting. How do we take alerting to the next age? How do we seize the alerting opportunities now offered by this more advanced world? How do we make sure the public is effectively alerted in this much more mobile world? What if we could make alerts available, well, everywhere? We think we can, and we think we can do it now. We call it ubiquitous alerts. Alerts everywhere, for everyone, no matter who they are, where they are, and what they're doing. We write for Emergency Management Magazine and serve government and commercial clients, so that gives us an interesting vantage point. We often hear keepers of communications channels express an interest in using their channels for alerts. Some examples: road signs, car dashboards, social media, personal devices, desktops, internet ads. We could go on, and you can come up with ideas of your own. The possibilities are endless, especially as the Internet of Things matures. We're particularly intrigued by devices and solutions used by people with disabilities. These devices and solutions could be used for alerts. So what's needed to usher us to the next age, the age of ubiquitous alerting? Well, there are 2 primary stakeholder groups who need to take action: public safety and what we call the channel partners. Public safety includes government organizations that issue alerts. They may be state, local, or federal. The channel partners are the organizations that control some type of communications channel that could be used for alerting. For public safety, the first step is to educate yourself on the process. It's not complicated. Secondly, identify potential channel partners. Be creative and think local. What are people seeing and hearing in your community? Then, you establish relationships with the potential new channel partners. They'll need guidance on how this all works. And finally, you execute and activate, including conducting outreach. Now, for the channel partners, the first thing you need to do is decide whether you want to use your communications channels for alerts. Think about who you're reaching and how you're reaching them. Ask, will this help make our community safer? Then, do you have the ability to monitor feeds from the internet and send info from the feeds through your channels? If the answer is yes to both, you'll need to make arrangements to monitor IPAWS feeds through FEMA. You'll also want to let local public safety officials know that you're interested. It's not a requirement, but a good idea. Now, to get in touch with FEMA, it's real simple. You go to the web page on your screen, and this website will walk you through the very simple steps, or contact us at Ghislaine and we'll help you. You see, it's not that far-fetched. It's actually quite simple. We just need people to start talking about it and exploring it. Then it won't take long to take us to the next age of alerting. We thank you for your attention. Hope this information has been helpful. And please, don't hesitate to reach out to us with any questions about ubiquitous alerts.